prick. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I caught the chromed out, hard top career with a shine. I got some time, they ain't I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than time? All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em up, front the back gate yelling, bring 'em up, mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the Hoosier State at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Off we go from Indianapolis. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Play action now. Jackson. The first play, and he is intercepted. Picked off by Jamari Connor. And the Colts are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
The Colts take over first down.
An opening play call like that, Mike, has exactly one goal. Let's connect on something early and quiet this home crowd. But all they did was energize them. I mean, listen to this place after that interception. They're feeding into it. They're giving this offense extra momentum as they now take the field.
From the 38 now, here is 2nd and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. He's going to go out of bounds, but a very nice return up past the 35-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
It's first down. You got to get the ball out of your hands. I understand trying to take a shot. I love it on early downs. But once it's not there and that protection starts to break down, it's either check down or throw away. You don't want to be in 2nd and long.
And that is incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up.
Stevenson on the coverage.
From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
Ready, break! Here we go, here we go! 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles!
He'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Ready?
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
Here we go, set, let's go!
Back to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. I mean, that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. And instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception.
Number 14 with a pickup of 14 and a 1st down. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. He'll look to throw. That one complete to Pierce. And he's going to be out of the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
16 yards on the play. It's now third down.
Come on, set. 70.
They'll look to throw. And try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend. But as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
It's a game of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 3. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That is caught. What a throw. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. That's the 5th touchdown for him. And before the try, remember, it is a touchdown. All scoring plays are reviewed, so replay will confirm this one before we do anything else. So, take away the 6 points, and it's ruled an incomplete pass. Third and short, Jackson. He's going to try it here again. That is going to be called in. He's got it. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. From the 6, here comes a return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he finally gets forced out of bounds, but that was a fantastic return. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And this one is caught by Pierce.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball is going to come out. Checks it.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. The linebacker, Devin Lloyd. He gets in for the sack. It took a while, but that is his first on the year. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. He's got a man. That's Watson. They pick up 17 through the air. That's good for a Colts first down.
Let's go now.
First and 10.
He'll drop to throw. And is open middle of the field. It is caught. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They hit another 17. Back-to-back plays of 17 yards. And another first down.
Check, smash. Here we go. Here we go. Check go.
They'll run on first down with Taylor. And he will score! Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Colts. Tyler Bass now for the extra point. He's got it. And the things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're on top, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchdown. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Chewton. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. That was good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Off the play fake. Jackson. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot here at the end of the quarter, but it comes up incomplete. 1 quarter in the books. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Lamar going to hang on to it. And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up a 3rd down.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
They'll look to pick it up with Chewton. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down by a couple of yards, able to convert on that 3rd and 3.
Really nice play call there that time. I think early on the quarterback realized pretty quickly, Mike, this is a light box. We got to take advantage of it. They get the right run call dialed up, and they're able to move the chains.
Here's 1st and 10. The tight end Fant in motion. Quick throw here on the RPO, caught by Thomas. Ball on the 35. Here comes a 2nd and 5. Lamar going to work from the pistol. Exiting the pocket right. Now he takes off. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Jackson now on 2nd down. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. He's uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
Now Jackson. Forced out wide. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looks like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. Is good. And the Jaguars will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3.
Is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
On first down, they'll start with Taylor. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete to body him up and set up a third down.
9 yards to go.
Blitz coming, he'll throw it. Got a man, it's Ibuka, complete. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on third down.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's in! Touchdown, Indianapolis. That is second TD catch of the season.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On the ground, it's Tootin to start the drive. Finding room across midfield. And he will go all the way. Facial, Tootin. Touchdown, Jaguars. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready, break! Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 60. Let's go.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch from contact.
And he's able to find a crease, get ahead for 7. He'll bring up third down.
Ready, ready! Hawk 70, Hawk 70! Ready, ready!
Over the middle and take it in. He's got it. A gain of 16 on that pass play. First down, Indianapolis.
Hold it ready!
For the Colts, first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
60 by 6.
They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Play is stopped. We have an injury to one of the Jaguars. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7.
Come on. Set. Cougar 19. Ready.
The pass rush gets home and he goes down. Elijah Cansey. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long.
Ready. Mikey, cowboy 80.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back and forth first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing now from the gun. Now he'll air one out. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Killy Ringo. And a nice return there. He is out of bounds right at midfield.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
On first down, they'll go with Tootin. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Jacksonville.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Second down, they need 7. We'll get this to Hunter on the RPO. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. On the ground, here's Tootin. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controls the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass. So they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. They'll go. Tootin. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
Check smash, check smash.
They'll toss this right side to Taylor. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Check the eagle, check the
2nd
eagle.
and 10. At the 31-yard line.
His throw left side is complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A huge play just before the half. It's a gain of 34. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. The former first overall pick in 2022, Trayvon Walker, in there to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. And into traffic, but taken in. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This one will be from 37 yards out. Bass's kick is good. And the Colts will tie this game up here late in the first half. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready?
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Get it. Count this.
They'll work the middle here with Taylor. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
He'll look middle. He's got his man complete. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
At the 40-yard line.
Ready.
Now, faking the give. That's going to be incomplete. Very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at.
Here we go.
That defender's bearing down.
Viking 18.
You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Jonathan Taylor. And he will score. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Colts. And his 2nd touchdown of the game. Numbers 11-12 on the season. Extra point try by Bass. It's up and good. And the Colts will go up by 7. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. Left side, caught by Hunter. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Very quick throw there, but not on the same page in his target. That's incomplete. He was looking to get it to DJ Moore. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And other times, it looks like they've never practiced that.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Vinyl. And the Colts have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Ready. Hawk 70.
Toward the middle. One caught by Watson. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. A gain there of 20. That's good for a Colts 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He's got room to this now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Indy. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. Now Bass to tack on the extra point. Oh, do you believe it? It's no good. That is his first extra point miss of the season. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
In motion is Hunter. Jackson now to throw on first down. On the run to the right. He's going to run it.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. On the zone read, it's a give to Tootin. And he's going to have the first down yard. Across the 50 to the 48.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had third and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
They'll come up here, first and 10. Back to throw, Jackson. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 11 yards on the connection there. That's good for a Jaguar. First down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Man, it's Thomas. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll bump this out wide to Tootin. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
Jaguars, first down. A gain of 9 yards.
To the air one more time with Jackson. Forced to his right, taking off.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. Now it's Jackson. Short one there to his tight end, Fan. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Run out of the gun, and it's Tootin. And he is going to have a Jags first down. Able to convert, albeit not by much. They get it on 3rd and a yard.
First down.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. 4th quarter begins on the ground. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
Watching him throughout this game has been incredible, Mike. I mean, I've loved watching him perform. The reality is it just hasn't impacted the outcome of the game. It's really been a wasted individual effort unless they could somehow find a way to flip this thing around.
And he will score! Game on! Lamar Jackson! Touchdown, Jacksonville. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
Their own 20-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 8, check smash, check smash.
They'll begin here on the ground. The ball's out. And the defense is going to come up with it. Maybe the break they need here in the fourth quarter. On 1st and 10, Jackson. And he will get down here as he wisely avoids the contact. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down. This is almost certainly 4-down territory if they need them all. Touchdown, extra point gives them the lead. It is 1st down and goal. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch. And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against the wall, back-to-back plays. You hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a 4th and goal try.
So here we go. Could be the play that ends up deciding this one. 4th down and goal. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
Yeah, I don't think this coach has much of a choice. I think he had to go for it. A field goal doesn't help you a whole lot. They're trying to take the lead here late in the game. But what a stand by this defense coming through, keeping them out of the end zone.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Viking, 18! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal!
From his end zone, he'll throw it on, and the pressure too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line, and the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
Play action now. Jackson. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And he will go all the way. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
Well, we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Ready? Ready?
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, he gets that downfield to Tremble, the tight end. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
That's good for a Colts. First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A give, running right, it's Taylor. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And this one is caught by Pierce. Into space. And he will score. Allen Pierce. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field. And after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Johnson now to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Play action, here's Jackson. That'll be complete to Tootin. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end, and at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that's going to bring up fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a Jags first down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the fourth down conversion. Play is stopped. We have an injury to one of the Jaguars. A first down throw for Jackson. Out to his right. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run
his ability to make plays today with his feet. The defense has had a hard time keeping him in check, and this time, much better job in pursuit. Even though he was able to get outside the pocket, they were able to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
They'll come up now for second down. They'll drop to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. Travis Hunter was the intended target. And it's going to bring up a third down. The shotgun, here's Jackson. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's second down and 3. In motion is Hunter. Jackson now on second down. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the first down, get down. The drive continues.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. And a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield.
Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And it will be another turn fence does it again.
And there is the backbreaker, Mike. The one thing you can't have late in the ball game is a turnover. You're ready or up against the wall. You know you need a late score here to come back from behind. And let's give credit to this defense. They know they were a stop away from victory. And after forcing that late turnover, it looks like they're going to seal this one.
The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's second and 9.
Let's go now. Go.
Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. And the incompletion is going to bring up third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Third down and 9. Here comes